So I am 9 months into my 1 year no buy and I shopped. Today I want to share a little update about my no buy year and how it's going. I know a lot of you are on this journey with me, so I wanted to be brutally honest, not brutally honest, but just very honest about how this month in particular has gone. I think I reached the 9 month mark around the end of June. So that went well. So the first 9 months went okay. Last week I was on my work break from work. I was on my lunch break and I went for a walk and I thought I'm just gonna pop into this shop. And the rest is history, as they say. I wasn't feeling great that day. I was having a bit of a rough week. I was feeling really bloated and feeling sorry for myself and kind of like, oh, why am I always bloated and why me? Definitely feeling sorry for myself. So this was 100% emotional shopping. And then I guess once I was in the shop and saw the things, it was like, I need these things now because I've seen them and I need them. So annoyingly as well, so I bought two pairs of shoes and a t-shirt. And this is a brand that I haven't shopped from. I haven't bought shoes from them in ages. I haven't bought normal clothes. I bought basics, but I haven't, and like socks and underwear, but I haven't bought like normal clothes and shoes from them in ages. Not the best quality, just cheap high street. Not the best brand to support. Um, but when I saw these shoes, and they're just like the shoe of the summer, they're these like mesh ballet flats in black and beige. Of course, I had to have both. On sale, £6. And I was like, yeah, I can afford it. So I'm getting them. And then I was like, so let me go back to the start. I picked them up and I thought, I'm just going to pick them up, give myself that little dopamine hit that, have you heard that if you pick things up and walk around the shop and act as if you're going to buy them, that you get the same dopamine hit as if you actually like buy them? So I was like, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pick them up, act as if I'm going to buy them. And then at the last minute, I'll just be like, I don't need them. That didn't happen. So I think my lunch break was running short. I wasn't done with that dopamine hit yet. I wasn't finished and I still wanted the item by the end of it. So maybe like 15, 20 minutes in the store of walking around holding these things. And I caved and I bought them. And I thought, you know what? I could just return them if I don't want them. As soon as I got home, I tried them on. I loved them and I've worn them like 3, 4 times already. And, you know, they're pretty comfortable. So while it was not the best purchase, one, because I wasn't supposed to be shopping. Two, because it was not a good brand to support. And three, it's just such a trending piece that I'm like, does this have longevity in my wardrobe? But I caved. They're on sale. Back to my old habits. And yeah, emotional shopping. What fun. My week didn't really get much better after that because then the next day I had a really shit week. So I wasn't in any position to want to return some stuff. So I was like, no, I'm wearing my new stuff and that's just it. And you know what? I'm kind of fine with it because the point of doing a no buy wasn't necessarily to not buy anything at all. The point of my no buy was to have less at the end of the year than I typically would if I was shopping as I normally would. So adding a couple of items a month or something. The other thing was to, enjoy my wardrobe more, which I have done. Another thing and the reason was just to work on my shopping habits, my emotional spending being one of them. And I have done, and I've done really well for 9 months. So I'm not going to beat myself up about this one time. I'm just going to try and have a good 3 months and have this be my flop. And that's just it. And to be honest, I have these items now in my wardrobe that I really feel like I just bought a white t-shirt and I was like, you know what, it's great basic. I don't have a white t-shirt at all. And sometimes I feel like I just need a white t-shirt to just throw on with absolutely anything. So I was very specific about this kind of white t-shirt I wanted. I wanted one that was kind of those like shorter styles. You didn't have to tuck in or anything. It would just fit the body well, kind of more of a fitted style. Because I have a lot of like wide leg trousers and looser jeans that I want to style it with. Yes, you could say this is me just justifying my purchases, which, I mean, that's part of mindful shopping, is justifying a purchase, is having a reason for getting it, or, being like, well, it's been on my wish list for 3 months, so of course I'm going to buy it. I don't think there's anything wrong with justifying. I'm owning up to it. I didn't want to like not say that I shopped and then get to the end of the year and be like, woo, my year's up. And actually, I didn't do it properly. And I figure there's probably plenty of you who have shopped in either your no buy month or year or however long you're doing it for, and you feel guilty. And I just wanted to come on and say, not the whole world, but there's a lot of people watching my journey, and I still failed or tripped up, we'll say. Didn't totally fail because I'm not just like, oh, well, I failed, I bought something, I'm done. The next 3 months are out the window. I'm still going to do my next 3 months. I'm still not done until September. This is just a bump in the road, a lesson to learn from, to be like, right, there's clearly more work I need to do around my emotional spending. Because while the things were cheap and I didn't feel like it was a big financial hit, so that kind of spurred me on a bit more, it wasn't, I mean, yes, it was something that, to be honest, I'd seen those kind of mesh flats a million times, and I was very much in two minds about them. One, they look super cool, and I was kind of like, yeah, I really want a pair of them, probably for like the last year. On the other hand, I'm like, oh, they're just a pair of plastic shoes, like, they're really bad for the environment. And then on the other hand, I'm like, well, a lot of my shoes are just plastic shoes that are really bad for the environment. But if I'm going to wear them, and I'm actually going to get use out of them, then it's the same as any other pair of shoes. I feel like a lot of brands, even if they're vegan leather, they're still just a pair of plastic shoes. And I don't want to justify this because I do want to consider the environment in that respect. But for a while I had given up real leather as well because I wasn't eating meat. So sometimes it's like, what is the alternative if like you either pick plastic or animal product? So as much as this is just a bit of a rambly update, I just wanted to let you know where I stand, that yes, I shopped. And I don't have any intention of returning the items because I've worn 2 out of 3 of them. And I really do think they're pieces that I'll wear a lot. Like, I've already worn the t-shirt and one of the shoes a lot this week. And I've only had them like half a week. So I think I've worn them like every day since. Which to me is a good purchase. No, it wasn't part of my no-buy challenge. But if this wasn't a no-buy and I bought them and I wore them every day since I had them, I'd be like, what a great purchase. Like, I made a good decision there. So, there we go. The next 3 months, got July, August, September left. 1st of October, I'm done with my no-buy. But I am trying to think about, and to be honest, this is probably a great lesson that I'm like, I'm not quite ready to just go back shopping. I haven't done the work enough. I've probably been feeding off this like everyone's watching me so I don't shop, and you know, if I post like pictures on my stories of an outfit and something new, someone's going to be like, hey, you didn't have that before, that's new, you shopped. So that's been holding me accountable, which has been great. But like, have I been doing the work so that if someone wasn't seeing me and wasn't holding me accountable, would I still not be shopping? So yeah, I think I need to go back to like my journaling. So when I'm having a really shit week or shit day, I just like journal out my thoughts, work through them, realize like, no, I don't need to go shopping. It's harder at work because you're just at work and it's your lunch break, and I just shouldn't have popped to a shop at all. That's kind of the lesson there. If you're not shopping, don't go into the shop because you will see something you want, unless you're testing yourself and you think you're strong enough. But yeah, anyway, yeah, so I also haven't told my husband about these purchases. I haven't even shown him to be like, look at my new shoes, what do you think? Because I'm hiding that I spent my money. I'm hiding that I broke my no buy. And like, hiding purchases is like a big sign of kind of shopping addiction. Like, if you're the kind of person who shops and then kind of like puts them into different kind of bags to take them home, or just goes straight into your room to hide them, to unpack them, to like put them in your wardrobe and destroy any evidence that you recently shopped, that is a clear sign that you're heading down that kind of unhealthy shopping addiction route. But yeah, I don't have too much more to say about the topic. I feel like I could sit here and the more I say it, the more I might even sound like I'm trying to justify it. I shopped when I wasn't supposed to, broke my no buy, but I'm going to continue with it anyway. And yeah, my goal is not to do it perfectly. It's to just keep trying and to keep doing And even after my no buy, my goal is to keep doing better than I had been. I hope you're all doing really well. I hope your no buy or low buy, or just I hope your shopping habits are going well. If you are not already subscribed and you are interested in this kind of content, my channel, I feel like kind of maybe took a little bit of a redirection towards the end of last year with this no buy, and my goal is to help you to create a healthier relationship with fashion. I want fashion to be fun for you. I want fashion to be fun for me. It is fun. It's about self-expression, and it's about being creative and putting together outfits and trying new things and really discovering your own sense of style, and like having that grow with you as you go through your life. And that is so fun. But when we get into like shopping trap, being so influenced by advertising and brands just constantly pushing more and more and more, it can just get a little bit unhealthy. So I'm here as a bit of a safe space to say it's okay that you have got to this position. A lot of us have been here or are here, but there's always a way out. So I hope you do subscribe if you feel like it could be of benefit to you. If you feel like this could benefit anybody else, I would love if you share it with them as well. Comment below any takeaways you have from my video. If you have any more tips as well that you could share for anyone going through no buy, tips you've learned throughout the years, and I will talk to you all really soon in my next video.